In this video, we'll be taking a look at 4 WNBA games happening on August 21st, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 8 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 4 WNBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Washington Mystics versus Connecticut Sun. The Connecticut Sun welcomed the Washington Mystics to Mohegan Sun Arena on Thursday, closing out a quick home-and-home set between clubs moving in opposite directions. Pulling off a sweep in back-to-back games is never simple, especially when you're trying to shake the stigma of being one of the league's worst outfits. Washington feels like it's hanging by a thread right now, while Connecticut has quietly carved out a reputation for punching above its weight whenever odds makers slot the Sun as a dog. We usually catch a few more points with them than we're seeing today, but the tight line makes sense to me. As our first pick for this matchup, the Connecticut Sun to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game total pick. Their previous clash produced only 149 total points, yet the scoreboard still leans high in this rivalry. The over has cashed in 7 of the last 10 meetings, and the first 2 matchups this season exploded for an average of 173 combined points. For Washington, the over is 6-4 across its past 10 games, fueled by an 81 points per game clip away from home. Connecticut sits 5-5 to the over in that same window but has surrendered 83 points a night during the stretch. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Chicago Sky versus New York Liberty. The Chicago Sky make the trek to Brooklyn on Thursday night, stepping onto the floor at Barclays Center for an Eastern Conference showdown with the New York Liberty. Both clubs know each other well by this point in the season, and while the Liberty are widely expected to prevail outright, backing them when the spread balloons has been a dicey proposition all year. New York has covered only sporadically as a hefty favorite, and Chicago, despite absorbing some ugly losses, looks far more competitive when its core pieces, yes, including Atkins and Reese, are in uniform. Now that the Sky have officially been knocked out of the playoff chase, the pressure is off, which can make a double-digit number feel even heavier. I'm convinced this line is simply overcooked. As our first pick for this matchup, the Chicago Sky to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Over the last 10 games, both sides have dialed the tempo back. Chicago sits 11th in pace at 91.2 possessions per outing, while New York checks in 7th at 95.52. That slower style has dragged scoring down in recent weeks. Across the last 3 contests, the Sky have scraped together only 69.7 points a night, and the Liberty are managing 80.7. Defense has been the Liberty's calling card lately, cashing the under in 7 of their last 9. Chicago's offense hasn't cracked 71 points in 7 of its past 8, and nothing about the matchup screams breakout performance. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Minnesota Lynx versus Atlanta Dream. Thursday's WNBA slate takes us to College Park, Georgia, where the Minnesota Lynx travel east to battle the Atlanta Dream at Gateway Center Arena. It's a rare cross-conference matchup on a late August night, and both clubs bring plenty of intrigue to a building that's been buzzing all season. Digging into the advanced numbers, Minnesota owns a league-best 13.6 net rating, a clear step above Atlanta's very respectable 7.3 mark. One key separator is perimeter shooting. The Lynx knock down triples at a scorching 36.7% clip, whereas the Dream sits 7th in the W at 33.4%. That extra spacing has consistently opened the floor for Minnesota's offense. Odds makers still seem hesitant to fully respect the Lynx, perhaps because of Nafisa Collier's recent injury. Even so, the former MVP candidate has inched from doubtful to questionable on today's report, giving Minnesota a realistic shot at welcoming its franchise anchor back into the fold. Atlanta deserves credit for its recent surge, and the Dream have already stolen one in Minneapolis this season. handing the Lynx their lone home defeat. Still, Minnesota rarely drops 2 in a row, and revenge spots have treated them well all year. A soft number feels like a gift in a bounce-back scenario. As our first pick for this matchup, the Minnesota Lynx to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full-game side pick. Both offenses grade out among the elite. Minnesota tops the league with a 109.7 offensive rating, and Atlanta is right behind at 106.9. Second chance chances should be plentiful too. The Dream corral 33.0% of their own misses in August, while the Lynx sit at 29.6%. Extra possessions plus efficient scores usually spells fireworks on the scoreboard. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Phoenix Mercury versus Las Vegas Aces. Thursday night brings another Western Conference showdown as the Phoenix Mercury, sitting at 21-13, head to the Strip for a visit with the 22nd to 14th Las Vegas Aces. Las Vegas already pocketed the last 2 head-to-head meetings, both in the Valley, and now the series shifts back to Michelob Ultra Arena with the Aces riding the league's hottest streak. They have taken 10 of their past 11 contests, reeling off 8 straight wins coming into this matchup. A'ja Wilson has used that run to reassert her claim as the game's top talent, carving up opposing front courts that, like Phoenix, simply don't possess the size or agility to match her for 40 minutes. Phoenix still owns one of the higher ceilings in the W, yet the Mercury have mixed brilliant nights with puzzling clunkers. Meanwhile, the Aces are finally looking like the title group everyone expected in May, winners of 9 of their last 10 against the number and 2 straight over Phoenix, including a road triumph just last week. I respect what the Mercury can be at full strength, but I'm not eager to fade a champ that has clearly flipped the switch. This spread still feels a shade short. As our first pick for this matchup, the Las Vegas Aces to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Even with Las Vegas humming, their games haven't automatically turned into track meets. They just played Atlanta in a grind that saw neither team reach 75 points, and 2 of their previous 4 failed to clear 87. Working the Wilson matchup inside Burns' clock, and Phoenix, on its 3rd road stop in 5 nights, won't mind a slower tempo. Both squads have tightened the screws beyond the arc of late. The Mercury hold teams to 29.6% from deep, good for 2nd in the league, while the Aces sit 4th at 31.5%. Offensive boards are scarce as well, with each side ranking in the bottom 3rd for putback chances. All told, possessions figure to be methodical and second chance points limited, which sets the stage for a final tally that stays south of the number. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.